Hey guys, it's Dory. Welcome back to my channel. I am a hot mess today. I am multitasking like times 12. I am going to be making, let's see, 3 different recipes, kind of meal prep items that I do. One of them, actually, am I doing 4 or 3? 3, I think. One of them is just easy. It's my shrimp that I prep. Another one I am doing is, the other day I made it for the first time. It came out really good. It involves Brussels sprouts. This is the Italian sausage that I am using. It's kind of like ground kind of sausage, or it's kind of like the sweet sausage without the casing. And then I have chicken tenderloins that normally I would be using a rotisserie chicken to make my white bean chicken chili, but instead I'm going to make my own because at this time of the morning the rotisserie chickens are not ready yet. So let me start by getting my gloves. Oh guys, it is crazy. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. The kids, on top of everything, it's 9:21 and the kids have a half a day today. So they're out at 11:30, and between cooking all of this, I am going to have to go to my daughter's house and let the dogs out, which I do on the daily, Monday through Friday, for her and her boyfriend. So let me start by, I'm going to start frying up these chicken tenderloins. Basically, I'm just going to fry these up. There's no rhyme nor reason. I'm not going to even season them at all. I'm just going to fry them up, and then I'm going to cut them up and put them in the chili, which I don't even have in the crock pot yet because I'm doing, you know, this part, so I don't need to really deal with the crock pot yet. In here I just have a pot of boiling water, and it's not quite boiling yet, but it's going to be. And what I'm doing with that is I'm going to add some vinegar, and that's how I do my shrimp. And I put my shrimp in 3 to 4 ounce servings, so it's about 4 or 5 shrimp. They're big, and I always buy, so I'm going to throw away these gloves, inside with chicken yucks on it. And then I'm going to show you the shrimp I get. I always get raw. Here it is. It's called naked shrimp, and they're raw. Here's the stats. I'll just tell you. For 4 ounces, it's 80 calories, 1 gram of fat, 1 carb, and 18 grams of protein. Excellent source of protein right there. So I'm boiling up this water. Let me grab my vinegar. Throw this here. Got my vinegar here. Hopefully I can open this sucker. Let's see. Oh, it's just a twist. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a tab kind of pull thing. So I just do a splash of vinegar. There's a ton of water. I'm doing 2 big bags of shrimp. So basically, I'm going to in here put basil leaves. No, that's not it. I want bay leaves. Let's see. Bay leaves, where are you? Yeah, bay leaves. I usually get a huge bottle of it because I do make the shrimp often, but this time, so I put like, in this big thing of water, because they're small, I put like maybe 8 leaves, but if they're the regular big basil leaves, I'll just put like 3. And of course, remember that you don't eat those. They are not good for you. They're poisonous, I believe. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying not to be too loud. So yeah, so my morning of course is rushed. I don't even know if there's no day that's not rushed. And it doesn't really have to do with anything with Christmas stuff. It just has to do with life. I had a crazy day yesterday with my niece, especially. Just a lot of stuff that's happening. I'm frying this chicken, by the way, in butter, which I really like to do often. I'm going to go ahead and put in my shrimp. Now, it's not even all the way boiled, but I throw it in anyways, and it's only going to be in here for like, it's only going to be in there for maybe like 10 minutes tops. So let me throw that away. Make sure I didn't leave any shrimp in here. Let me get my colander thingy. So I'm going to put this in the sink here for when I take it out. Drain it. So that chicken's cooking. That's done in here. Let's see. Better get this Matchbox car away because I'll go flying. So I usually just give it a quick stir. These are huge shrimp. There's like 16 to 20. Let me move on now to the Brussels sprouts and Italian sausage recipe. Let me get another glove because I'm going to be using raw sausage. Let me get my handy dandy cutting board. So yeah, as I was saying, yesterday was a crazy day. Even this morning was a crazy day. I'll let you in on one thing that happened this morning that just has me, you know, like, I just have no patience anymore for it. But basically, I bought the teachers, all of the kids' teachers. Now I have 5 kids at home, as you remember, or as you recall, and one is my niece. And so this year is her first year giving her teachers a gift. So I got each of the teachers a ornament, and they're beautiful and they're big and they are sparkly, and they say like things like the influence of a good teacher can never be erased, stuff like that. Really nice things about the teacher. So each of them got 2 for their classrooms. Now she's in middle school, so of course she gave it to her 2 favorite teachers because I can't afford to give every teacher one. And so basically, she gets up this morning and she has a Beanie Boo stuffed animal, a penguin, in her hand. And she said to me, "Hey, can I put this in Mr. Fraley's bag? He likes penguins." And I said, "No." I said, "We're trying to keep it the same for all the teachers, not showing any extra favoritism. But it's really not appropriate to be giving a male teacher extra gifts, especially like a stuffed animal." So we kind of talked through that and what that meant. And she says to me, so she was of course upset that she couldn't give this stuffed animal. So I say to her, "Where did you get the stuffed animal?" And she said, "Oh, I went in the kids' room and took it." I said, "Oh, so you stole a stuffed animal from your cousins because you thought that that was okay?" "Oh, I didn't steal it. I just took it." So that's kind of the stuff I deal with on a daily basis. Like, I love my niece, and I think she is, you know, she's been through a lot of traumatic things in her past, for sure. But I really feel like she lacks common sense. Like, as smart as she is, you know, they really say that. There's a lot of people who are very smart. They go to Harvard, they go to MIT, they go to all these great colleges, and they have the smarts, you know, to be doctors and lawyers and whatever else good jobs are out there. But they lack common sense. And I know several people like that. Very smart, high academic scores, but they lack common sense. And for her, she lacks common sense. So basically, let me get back to this. So I just took some Brussels sprouts, and I used a vinegar, I'm sorry, not vinegar, an olive oil that is infused with rosemary. So I just put that on the bottom, stirred it around with my hand. I'm gonna now add a bunch of this sausage, Italian sausage without the casing, and I'm just going to like basically, I don't even know what the heck you call it, but I'm gonna take it and just like throw it in there. I'm not making balls, I'm not making anything, I'm just flinging it in there. And basically, I made this the other day for the first time, and I did a couple of different things to it. Like I added a couple of things, and my husband loved it. He loved it so much that I got one portion and he ate the rest at work the last couple days. And he loved it so much that he kept sending me texts about how much he loves it. And so I decided that in the little amount of time I have, because I gave him my other prepped meals for work today, I thought that what I would do is make this again so that after today, as I'm sure you guys know, because I've talked about it several times, the kids are off for 10 days straight for the Christmas holiday and for New Year's. So anyway, so I'm going to add all this to the Brussels sprouts. Then what I do later is I add, before I bake it, I have it on 350. The oven's almost ready. And I have it on 350 for about a half an hour or so. I just really make sure that the sausage is done. And what I do is I add cranberries to it. I got this recipe from Erica's book, but her cookbook that she has out that you guys need to go get. It's amazing. But I changed some of the things that she does. So if you're looking for like time-saving recipes, you should check out her book. And so this is in there, but her way, which is not what I'm doing here. So basically, after I put this in, I'm not going to use this last package. I don't think of this. I mean, I could, but I think it would be like kind of overkill. Well, maybe I will. But basically, I'm going to bake this, and then to this, I'm going to add some cream cheese, a block of cream cheese, and I'm going to bake it all in the oven. And the cream cheese just adds to it, and it gives it more kind of creaminess, which is what I'm doing to make more of it. And because my husband loves it so much, I'm going to just have it for him with all this stuff. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing with this. I'm going to put it in the oven in a few minutes. Let me take off those gloves and get rid of those. And yes, I go through a lot of gloves. All the time I'm going through gloves. All right, let me grab cranberries and let's see. I'm gonna put some chopped onion on this. And you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I'm gonna make my white bean chicken chili. I think instead I'm gonna make, well, maybe I will. See, I have, the thing that's crazy is because I have all the ingredients to make the white bean chicken chili, or I could go ahead and make the goat cheese chicken with broccoli, but I don't have broccoli. So I wonder how it would do if I just substituted broccoli for like green beans. I guess I could make, well, nah. I think I'm going to stick to the white bean chicken chili, especially since it's so cold out. I don't know what the temperature is where you guys are, but here the temperature today is 2 degrees. And yesterday was almost minus 20. Okay, so these shrimp are just about done. I'm going to shut it off for one quick second just so I can add this, the cranberries. And this actually, I'm just going to use the rest of them. It's actually a wonderful, wonderful thing here. So now that I'm not going to make the other thing, maybe I'll use the goat cheese in here. I was going to use the goat cheese to make it with the broccoli and the chicken. That's why I intentionally had got this, but I think I'm going to use, so instead of the cream cheese for this, I'm going to sub into it goat cheese. So it's so versatile, this recipe. Yeah, let me just cut up this goat cheese. I just got plain goat cheese. It has like 1 gram carbs per 1 ounce, and I think it's probably 7 ounces, 8 ounces maybe. I'll have to look. So that's really it for this one. If I feel like it's going to need anything else, like cheese, oh crud. All right, I know you guys love me. You'll forgive me for all these bloopers. Okay, this pan is too thick. All right, so that's gonna bake in there. I have to drain my shrimp. I know it's gonna be really a lot of a lot of steam. So basically what I do now is I fill up this pot that it just came from, and that's the cold bath I use. I just stick it in there and let them sit in the cold water so they won't cook anymore and become, if the shrimp cook any extra, they actually become kind of rubbery. So it's very important to take them out and then let them sit in a cold bath. You can use ice if you want. I'm not using ice. I'm just letting them sit in cold water. And these are raw, like I said, and so they look like this. So they have all the little feet on them. And I'll show you guys really quick because I'm not going to have time later. But basically to peel them, you're just peeling the skin off, the shell, and you pull. And then when you get down here to the tail, you push, and it basically all comes off in one thing. And so there's one already ready. So yeah, so I'm going to let those sit in that bath to stop the cooking process. The chicken is almost done. So I'm going to be taking it out of here. And again, it doesn't have to be like all the way done. It could just be a little bit because it's going to sit in the crock pot for 6 hours and finish cooking. So I'm just going to basically take this knife and I'm just going to cut it all up. And then my crock pot is sitting over there. So basically I'm just going to take it, kind of, it's not really shredding the chicken, but just kind of rough chopping it. And I'm just going to throw it in there. And in there goes 2 cans of white beans. I use the northern white beans. There's a can of green chilies. There's chili powder. There is some fresh cilantro, which I bought, and I'm going to wash it, and that goes on top of it. Also, there's a block of cream cheese, a tiny bit of heavy whipping cream. I'm trying to think what else. Let's see, the beans. There's a couple other spices, and basically that's it. And I leave it sit on low for about 6 hours. And I got this recipe from Mini Me in Tennessee. Please reach out to Lisa. She's going through a really hard time. She lost her mom recently. And so anyhow, so that's really basically it. I'm going to add some onion to my chili, the beans. I don't drain them, wash them, just dump them in. Garlic, fresh garlic, onion powder, or the onion, diced onions I'll use. Oh, I know what I forgot at the store. I forgot chicken stock. So I'll have to run out to the store and get that. But basically that's it. That's 3 prepped things that I did within, I mean, it's only 25 minutes, and this is almost done. That's done. And then the oven is almost done as well. So I'll be back to let you guys see all of it at the end. All right, guys, so I am going to peel the shrimp. The white bean chicken chili is in the crock pot. I just turned it on low. I will cook it for 6 hours. I'm just going to, it's pretty simple. This is just a simple thing that I do, but the meal prep is what helps me. I have my scale right here. Let me show you guys. This is my kitchen scale by Taylor. I zero out a small plate, and then on this small plate, I will measure out my shrimp. And like I said, I try to do 3 to 4 ounces of shrimp. So yep, so I'll put that on there just like that. So there's 3 of them already. It's only 1.6. So let's see, take all the stuff off. 2.2. So you probably get a good 5-6 shrimp, 3 to 4 ounces. I try to make it not a lot, you know, like I don't want to take I won't go anything over 6 ounces because, 4 ounces because I like to know that I'm having a serving. So there's 6 shrimp here, and that's only weighing out at, let's see, 3.3. So what I do is I actually cut them with food scissors, and oops, I just dropped the piece. And so I cut them up into bite-sized pieces, so when I put it in, I just can add some butter and put it in the microwave. And sometimes I melt the butter first and then pour it on and then just heat it up slowly. But basically, if I make it into bite-sized pieces, it tricks my mind into thinking that I'm eating more. And I'm actually going to see how much this weighs for now that they're in bite-sized pieces. So yeah, 3.3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of my containers. I just use these Snapware containers, and then I just go ahead and pour it into one of the small containers, and that's a great amount. That's a great size. So 3.3. So my goal now is to try to make each one of them 3.3 because then when I put it in my Fitness Pal, I don't have to do the guesswork each time. I just go ahead and input the same information. So that's really all I'm doing. I'm taking this off. My sausage casserole type thing is in the oven, and I have the crock pot going. So there's 3 prepped meals that I will have for my husband and I. Some of the kids eat shrimp, some don't. Sometimes I share and sometimes I don't. Sometimes Mama's got to have her own stuff because the kids have their stuff that I don't eat because I can't or I choose not to. And so Mama sometimes has hers too. There are times that I do break that rule and I'll give some of the kids, you know, shrimp and stuff like that if we have a lot of it. But, you know, hey, we do what we can, and, you know, we get what we get and we don't get upset. So sometimes I know my niece loves shrimp and all kinds of seafood, as does my 11-year-old daughter, and the rest of them do not. So that's 3.2. I'll round it off. That's good for me. But I'll let you guys go for now, and I'll be back when the other stuff is out of the oven. So this is going to be quick because you're going to hear in a couple of minutes that there's tons of kids in the background because, like I said earlier, they have half a day. But this is the sausage, Brussels sprouts, cranberry, goat cheese, and olive oil, rosemary flavor olive oil. There is onion on top, and I think I might have put adobo. Oh, no, garlic. Just onion and garlic. I had some. It's about 12:15. I ate for the first time today at noon, and I was starving, but I had about a scoop like this, and it's absolutely delicious. So that is this. Let me see. Of course, you can see all my nice mess. But here you go. This is the white chicken chili. On top is fresh cilantro. This is going to cook for about 6 hours. It's been cooking since about, I'll say 11. So probably I'm going to say about 6 o'clock. I'm going to call that a day. And of course the shrimp was just the shrimp, and it's already in the refrigerator. So that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed my quick prep. I actually had everything done and cooking in 45 minutes. So yeah, that's it for today. Have a good day, guys.